Hey there folks, welcome back to Let's Play Fallout New Vegas Old World Blues. I'm the Mysterious JG. Did do a little reading up on sort of what those various checks meant. I would have gotten more ammo had I passed that energy weapon check, but I got the energy weapon anyway. It's that sonic thing they talked about. I would get bad karma and I don't even remember what, but nothing that great from taking over Dr. 8's voice. It's not like I would have used him in some way to take over the facility or some crap. I need to get the perception check on her or do something else to get a quest going. But it's like a little minor quest. And apparently I need to get... There will be coming a point later, and I kind of accidentally spoiled without spoiling it in a lot of detail, but it's while trying to research those answers, I found out something I didn't mean to find out. But eventually there's going to come a point where we want to have the majority of these guys on our side because there's 5 of them, and I guess there's going to come a vote of some sort. I don't really know.
Breaking news! Talking lobotomite arrives from Think Tank. Its purpose, unknown. Undefinable. Its presence here, impossible.
You're Dr. O, correct? I think you mean impossible.
Oh, really? Now the lobotomite is a master of the dictionary arts. What, do you have a doctorate in verbology? No? I do. And... Stop the presses! Just in from my eye monitors. Is that Robco tech on your arm? It is! What's your agenda bringing that in here?
What, my Pip-Boy? What's the problem with Robco?
How dare you bring Robco tech in here? What are you showing off? How great Robert House and his big company are?
Oh.
Oh, we can make Securitrons better than any robot those geniuses at Big Mountain can make, and they'll last 1,000 years.
You're lucky I don't have hands to tear that dip boy off your arm, or feet to stomp on its stupid metal guts. Damn Robco.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm just checking real quick that I'm still recording. I guess, well, you don't have to worry about Mr. House anymore. Oh, he will like that, because I did kill him.
Worry about House? Why would I do this? Hope he died alone in a dingy room, straining his last remaining bodily fluids into jars. And him and his dirty girdle bots. Don't even get me started on those filthy biological catcher's mitts.
Calm down.
Fine. Ask.
I heard you and 8 were attacked by previous visitors.
I don't like to talk about it. 8, he can't talk about it. They fried his voice module. Something good. It wasn't all the visitors, though. Only one of them got out of control. He's the one that took control of Little Yangtze, our old human farm.
Tell me what happened.
This human, I can't believe it. He broke out of the think tank in seconds. Then he went for Yangtze, got bomb collars, and started practicing on the subjects that were still there until he got the right frequency.
Oh.
We were sending robots to stop him, and he was slicing and cutting through their shells with some souped-up laser gun like they were cheese paper. When he hacked into the mainframe, A tried to stop him and got fried. Me? He rerouted my processors to take control of the train network here. If you see the tunnels with the trains plowed into them, you can thank our visitor for that. He wrecked the whole place. While we were trying to keep containment on the surface, turns out he used one train to punch out a tunnel and escape. Sealed now, but...
Oh, so, the villain of, So that's just a quest where we get a bunch of experience just for asking questions, I suppose. But the quest, I guess the villain, what's-his-face, from, Dead Bunny, who had the exploding collars, he came here to get them. What a jerk.
2 other human specimens. One arrived not long after the troublemaker, and the last one, not sure when he showed up. Thought the first one was going to be lobotomized in Y-17. She got out somehow. The last subject, Klein might know more. He talked to him, and let him leave the think tank. Hope he knew what he was doing.
What was that?
Klein knows things we don't. And I think he told some of those things to the last visitor. dangerous things if they ever got out.
You have another name, Dr. O. Dr. O-Face?
Yeah, I do. It wasn't always O. I just took that one by default because sometimes it's easier to accept the mistake as long as the purpose works. I don't want to get into it. It's a sore topic with me. Makes my gel ripple.
Are you sure I'm a good listener?
Great.
Got
Psychology.
the ears for it.
Clearly the worst of the sciences, right after colostodiuretics. Okay, so my name is an O. Never was. It was circular, a single character, digit, but not O.
Oh, he's Zero. He's
But
the
even
leader of
with
the
enhanced
Patriots.
sensors, no one here could get it right. Always kept seeing the letter, not the number.
We'll put a little strike through it. If they kept confusing the letter with a number, your name is Dr. O. Dr. Zero?
Yes, thank you. Zero. I am Zero. How hard is that? A narrow, thin zero.
Alright, so you want me to call you Zero, or...
Zero's my name. I'm proud of it, all right? It doesn't get the recognition it deserves. Truth be told, my emotional attachment to it doesn't even register compared to just having people recognize the difference. It's just that they're both sort of round and hollow, so when they monitor scan them, they assume that, oh, it's O. Vivisect me, please.
If you wanted to differentiate the O and the Zero, just put a slash with the Zero. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
What?
Zero, draw a slash through it. It's standard term length code to distinguish the two.
Did I shoot myself with a brainial beam or something? That's brilliant. I mean, I would have come to the same conclusion. Eventually.
Oh, his name should change to the
who
top
am I
right corner now.
deceiving? I never would have figured that out. I can't figure anything out. I'm useless.
Aw. And that's what makes you truly a Zero. Whoa! Oh, my Diamond Dallas Page, so what is it you want me to be? So is that what you want to be? I have no idea how you competent survived this long.
Exactly. At least the old name was indisputable. O is more like surprise. Oh, look what I stepped in.
Well, there's power in Zero. It reduces anything multiplied against it to 0. You might want to stick with O as an O of discovery. Maybe you should dispense with the names and focus on the accomplishments. I like
Well, of
Zero.
course it does. That's the most lethal of mathematics. That's pretty cool, actually. Destroyer of numbers. I already wreck every robot I study. Why not basic arithmetic? I like your solution. With that kind of slash in the middle, I can set myself apart. If I wanted to. The biggest Zero in all the think tank. They won't be able to escape it. That diagonal slash right down the middle.
Yeah.
Thanks. Talking to you, it really helped unclog some frustration. Talking. What a primitive form of thought kicking.
So, Zero, got any amazing discoveries to share?
You know, hearing my name said like that, it really de-reses my screens.
You should put a slash
As
through
for
his name
discoveries,
now in the
well,
top right corner there.
Of course. Look at this. Just built it. Amazing, isn't it?
Hey, scrap electronics. It certainly is interesting. Whatever it once was.
You know what? I'm not even gonna pretend. I broke one of the monitors, and those innards start falling out everywhere. If you could just hold on to that for me until, well, forever, that would be welcome.
Tell me about Mobius and his freaks.
That genius Mobius somehow cobbled together these really impressive-looking robot scorpions with spare parts. Even painted them. Tried to see what makes them tick. Can't even examine them without them detonating all over me. Left with shrapnel and burns. Every time. Supposedly, he has even larger models, even a giant robot scorpion hidden deep within the Forbidden Zone. Yeah, right. Giant monsters, sure.
Giant Robo-Scorpion?
Yeah, crazy, right? Something right out of a midnight science fiction feature. Ridiculous. What are the odds?
Can you tell me of this facility?
Big Mountain used to be a mountain.
No, it's
Then
big.
there was a slight mishap. Now it's a crater. The dome used to be buried, now it's exposed to the sky. Don't get me wrong. Makes the sky light up like a planetarium at night. All those spectra. So soothing.
I need more of those worthless caps to test the CIU barter functions upstairs.
I'd have a few left. Let me check. Yeah, there were a few under the monitors here. Here you go. Keeps the place tidy.
What do you do here?
All things robotical. You see a robot? I made it. See a broken robot? I made it that way. Deconstructed it down to parts. I've a gift with machines. I can render anything inoperable. Preserve them in a non-functioning state.
That doesn't sound impressive. Breaking machines, that is.
Who asked you? You just wait until a working machine threatens you, and you'll wish I was around.
Okay.
Until our next scheduled audio transmission and reception, then.
So now that I've spoken with them, I'm not as hostile as I was when I first found out that they removed my brain. This is an actual thing that they've done. Guess it's time to go play with, so we can now go to the big MT. But, and I guess that's where we start wandering around and doing stuff. Personality files damage are missing. Oh, still gotta do this. Sonic emitter revelation now available in the vendor interface.
Salutations and felicitations, sir, and a most jocund welcome to the sink. I am your electronic valet and household central processor.
Valet.
May I be of service, sir?
Need some kind of artificial intelligence? What services? Yeah.
Regrettably not, sir. All modules in this habitat are synthetic personalities atop a mundane operating system. There is no intelligence here, sir.
But the music is pretty groovy.
Indeed, sir. Though if Sir's aim was to activate them, I lament to inform, sir, that most have been offline for some years. If Sir were to ask my opinion, I should venture that Sir is better off without them. However, if Sir is determined to inflict upon Sir's self their dubious services, Sir might locate backup personality disks elsewhere in the facility.
Why is that?
The other modules are rather erratic, sir. Their personality matrices are built on flawed logic and have not weathered the years well, sir.
So I can access their functions without loading their personality holotapes.
Tragically, the core operating systems are also located on the personality tapes, sir.
So I need to put in crazy
Once the
things to
tape
do
is
crazy
installed,
stuff.
Sir may request I switch their dialectic interfaces off, and I shall oblige with great delectation. However, Sir will still be required to locate and install a backup holotape to access their functionality.
Alright, that's my personality modules.
As I am given to understand, sir, this facility was once the property of a Dr. Mobius. He crafted the personality modules as part of a collection of experiments on the subject of machine-human interface. As to the reason for the unusual choices of devices to receive the modules, I cannot say.
I cannot say, I must be going. Services do you provide?
In addition to managing the personality matrices of the other household utilities, I can provide Sir with direct access to the commissary. Any goods Sir might require may be purchased through my shopkeep interface, whence tiny robots shall deliver them forthwith to this very domicile.
Neat. I'd like to buy some things.
Very good, sir.
So basically he's the shop. Weapon-wise, I now have the K9000 Cyberdog gun, which doesn't do as much damage as my machine gun with silencer. So I want to continue to buy 12.7 ammo should I ever need it. Might as well buy some rounds right now. It's not very expensive. And purified water. There you go. That was simple enough.
I trust you shall find things in order and the
So... here's your spine. Without a brain stem to snap it on to, here it floats. Your back doesn't feel any different. The spine's movable. If anything, whatever was placed in there makes you feel stronger. Based on the other tanks in the room, you can safely assume this is where your brain would be floating. It's currently missing from both the tank and its proper place in your head, but you seem to be doing just fine without it. Does your heart? Apparently, cranial surgery complications required its removal, and until your brain is returned, your heart can't be trusted to keep beating in your body. Your new heart seems to be working just fine. So I somehow missed this room before, little Muggy isn't able to do anything for us yet. I guess it's time to head on down to the big empty. Suppose I could take a minute to put away anything I picked up that I don't need, like, for example, anything that has weight that I'm not directly using. Flour, gecko hide, pre-war books, scrap metal and electronics, tanned gecko hide, war club casings, war club honors. I don't get that. Oh. I got Nuka-Colas and Sunset Sarsaparillas too that I don't really need. And some mad scientist scrubs, a patient gown. Anything with weight, basically, if I'm not going to use it. Coca-Cola. I bought as many of these as I could have, which seems silly now that I'm putting a bunch of them away, but basically, I just want to have some around, but not at all times. White horse nettle, 0.01. I think I'll carry that around just for the hell of it. Just for the hell of it. So we're down to the big mountain, aka Big Empty. But don't say that in front of Dr. Klein or he'll get all mad. Oh, apparently all of the doctor's names are references in some way or another to Infinity. So work that out for yourself if you're interested. I've discovered the think tank. So, all my friends have off switches. Find the missing modules for the sync autodock and biological research station. Get to the bottom of what's-her-face's thing. Try to find any trace of Gabe in Higgs Village. Travel to the X8 Research Center to find the force field disrupting EMP pulse wave upgrades for the sonic emitter. That seems like something to do early. Because that'll allow me to get past stuff. I hope this music isn't copyrighted because it's been playing in the background pretty much this whole time. Damn it, I had it. Now the game is kind of slowing up on me here. Alright, so that's the think tank. Well, I'm at the think tank.
Intruder, you will not escape the eyes of my robo-scorpions or their pincers.
Okay. So Mobius is still around. They did mention that there's we're in a big old crater, so you can kind of see the outside edges of the crater there, which I don't think we'll be able to go beyond. Bottle caps, cigarettes, pre-war money, vending machines. Is this a door you can get into? Something thinks it's found us. Oh, it's a lobotomite. He's coming this way. I don't particularly want to fight him, but it doesn't look like I've got a choice. Alright, so this is, feel a little bad because this is kind of just like me, except that he didn't luck into getting to keep his brain. It is what it is. What is his gear? He's got a camera, he's got mask and goggles, intelligence -2. I might as well have one. And a super sledge, which are valuable but fairly heavy to carry around. And I don't think money's ever going to be a problem again in the game, since I'm just using the DLC to kind of exhaust my last ability to do anything with the game. Oh, somebody else has found me, huh? And they were quite close. And somebody else still. I need to stop just running around. I was trying to find out how to go faster, but obviously I haven't been bothering to duck. So they have a different jumpsuit, a proton axe, and then some cool gear that I'm not going to bother to carry. Saturday Night Fists. Saturday Night Live. Yeah, I'm going through this ammo fairly quickly. I wonder how far I can get in this thing before I find out whether or not this music's going to cause a copyright strike. I can probably just turn off the background music until I'm sure. I just turned off the music. Oh, it's actually the radio. See, I figured I'd turned off the radio before. But I guess I switched over to some kind of local jazz radio station.
Wait a moment. Before you go, we hope you've enjoyed your stay.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, so if I got copyright strikes, they'll go away now.
I'll just set this on repeat while I go relieve my tank. No one will know.
Well, there's caution, but whatever it was, I avoided it. Am I actually heading towards what I thought I was heading towards? There's Z9. Z9! Z7, suck it in. I found the DNA preservation lab. So I can go in there, but that's not what I'm trying to find right now, so I'm going to leave it be for right now. Vision batteries, again, can be valuable, but they're heavy. Oh, a Night Stalker. Don't have a very good to hit chance, but once. But whatever. Does that mean we're going to be facing cazadors around here? Is that their excuse for that enemy type still being around? Yep, still exploring. Still running under caution mode. Clicking occasionally for my lock on and pissing off that one viewer. There's a military cyber dog, eh? Canine unit. Yeah, it's just not that much that's a threat to the courier right now, but military cyber dog, I'm kind of surprised that went down so easily. Dog meat? Oh man, I'm sorry, Kalis, if you're watching this. We've got more Nazi future dogs. I think the Wolfenstein had some pretty messed up dog enemies. Get a lot of Sunset Sarsaparilla around here. Here's the X8 Research Center. That's where we were looking for. Haven't actually found the front door to the X8 Research Center yet, but here we are. I'm gonna call it a video, but we can peek our heads in our side real quick first. So we've got a lot of little fetch quests we're gonna have to do. That's how these things often work. Travel extra research plan to find the force field disrupting. Begin the institutional test of the X8 tape. Oh, there's a brain. Apparently it's not my brain, because I can't interact with it. Not even to say, oh, I found it, but I can't put it back in until I help these guys. Like, no, it's no reaction at all. Just kind of looking through loots. Well, here's a dead person. Oh, it's a lobotomite. I'm under attack. Mr. Orderly Mark V. It is coming right after me. Wow. There's a Mr. Orderly Mark IV. They, it just went straight to hostile. You having trouble turning that corner, Mr. Orderly Mark IV? He seems okay now. There we go. I should bring a flaming weapon down here. They're fun. So the Mr. Orderlies are apparently down here killing lobotomites or something. Lobotomites are running around with sledgehammers getting murdered by flamethrower robots. Oh good, coffins. And vodka in the coffin, of course. EM Pulse Wave module on loan. Project Burke and Project Hare. Important reminder to myself. Their EM Pulse Wave module prototype with sonic emitter for use in data retrieval test simulations. Do not allow test subjects to leave the X8 facility with this module. Even though it won't work outside the 18, it's a security nightmare. Thank you for all your blah blah blah. Yes, Project Burke involves some less science-minded individuals might call grave robbing. Oh, you like Burke, blown up megaton guy? No. None of the senior staff uses bias for anything else. I won't dignify this response to any other questions. Hare engages in liquidation operations against non-military targets to procure research subjects. I will not dignify that. No other response to any other questions. Programming the new CyberDog to retrieve objects thrown by human beings. Accidentally use an audio sample recording but sparks the object to be fetched. The audio dog now become attached to sample and will display signs of aggressive tendencies when I attempt to recover it. I have left it in the residential reconstruction area until it is needed. I believe the CyberDog has buried it. Okay. So I guess that's a clue as to how to find something that I need to find, or just a joke. So I activate the surgical saw panel. That wasn't necessary. More brains. This test you may use any means necessary to retrieve 3 student files from an average high school. Basic security. Something. Retrieve the 3 student records from the desk terminals in the X8 institutional facility. Oh, institutional test facility. So when I go in there, it's going to be like high school. Interesting, but stupid. Anyway, folks, I'm going to have to call it a video here. So when I come back, I guess we're going into some kind of simulated high school and doing something, and I don't really understand what's happening anymore. But that's pretty much par for the course. I'm Mysterious GG. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time with more of Fallout New Vegas, Old World Blues. Bye-bye.